Capricorn, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading for April 7th through to the 13th. Please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and reverse any energies as you see fit. Okay? Let's go ahead. If I can get the cards in my hand. Show me Capricorn for the week of April 7th to the 13th, please. Show me that Capricorn energy for the week of April 7th to the 13th. Show me Capricorn, please, for the week of April 7th. Thank you. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn, please. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. So we've got some definite fire energy on the board here. All right, let's see. 9 of Cups on its side. Perhaps you're trying to figure out how to get there this week, right? Queen of Wands, Page of Wands here, and that Knight of Wands energy. This feels like you. This feels not like you. Interesting. We'll see here a little bit more. It's kind of thrown me off because it's you're matching fire with fire is kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. And so you're not sure if this person means well or not. So you're on the lookout here, right? We're looking at this person and assessing, or looking at this energy and assessing here. 5 of Pentacles, the Devil, there you are, Queen of Swords, and Wheel of Fortune, along with the Ace of Swords here. Interesting. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles, conflict in your physical. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting here, right? It's a little bit of where is this person standing here? You're matching, almost like you're matching their energy, but one up because you've got your queen, right? Your queen's on display here, and she's assessing what this energy is coming with your Knight of Swords, but you've adjusted accordingly. This is on hold because we don't know if they are a threat or an asset kind of deal, right? So you're kind of sitting here, sitting and, you know, you're present for whatever this 5 of Pentacles is coming, right? Queen of Swords here. Again, another queen that you're using, employing your wisdom, right? So this feels very level-headed, at least from your side, Capricorn, which is really quite nice. We'll go ahead and get into the clarifiers and see if we can't kind of peel another layer back here. Wheel of Fortune here with the Ace of Swords. Opportunity here for new wisdom, new thought. And that could be what's happening, right? Perhaps you're confronting some sort of energy that you have and you're saying, okay, I put this on hold. I'm not sure if this energy is helping or hurting, right? And this is an opportunity to learn, okay? Opportunity to change perspective, perhaps in what this Knight of Wands represents, right? So let's go ahead and see. Show me some more clarification. For Capricorn, please. Can you show me clarification for Capricorn's week ahead? Show me some clarification for Capricorn's week ahead, please. Thank you. All right. So here we've got some more 9s on the board, right? Personal accomplishment. Yeah. Is this person going to help or hurt you? Is this person going to, or this energy here, right? Are we going to see that energy leveling you up and um, kind of sliding into place in where you stand and how you stand in your physical landscape here? Or is it going to perhaps overburden you, whatever this energy is here, right? It feels like you don't really know and you need some clarity here. With all the wisdom on the board, with the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit now showing up, right? This kind of idea, the Queen of Wands, she knows as well, right? She's got a little bit of that mysticism, that little, that kind of witchy energy, right? Where she can kind of, that intuitive knowing that comes with that type of vibe, right? So again, it feels like you're trying to discern if this is going to help or hurt you, okay? Four of Wands here. I'm wondering why that's showing up. um, I wonder if part of you is kind of like, I don't want to do this. I don't care to do this. Um, Perhaps your mind is silent and you're letting your practical self and your energetic self take over, right? So you're kind of keeping your thought process out of it, meaning you're keeping your doubts at bay, and you're kind of being really practical and really grounded in, okay, let's approach this from, that earth energy perspective. Okay, King of Pentacles here showing up. Perhaps this has to do with some sort of business arrangement, right? Or something that you view as success in your personal landscape here, or something that will bring you success for yourself. Okay, Eight of Cups here, Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles. That's seven. Yeah, it kind of feels like just a little unsure. Just a little unsure. Can you show me clarification on this Knight of Wands, please? Can you give me a little bit of clarification on this Knight of Wands for Capricorn? All right. Well, ask for a little, get a lot. Queen of Wands kind of popping out way off the board here. But she is showing up regardless, okay? Here, we've got the Lovers that popped out kind of over this Knight of Wands. The Chariot, again, that Knight of Wands. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So again, this feels like a high level situation that you're trying to digest here. This doesn't feel like basic energy. This feels like more mature energy here. So it really has me wondering, is this you looking at something that's kind of been bothering you for some time, or it's kind of you're presenting in a different way, that you're seeing it from a different perspective here, right? And you're kind of employing your wisdom. Does this help me? Does this hurt me? Can I, perhaps you're making a list of pros and cons, and not necessarily physically, but again, you're using your kind of analytical mind to discern, where do I go from here? Chariot, Knight of Wands, King of Cups here with that Queen of Wands, like I said, in the shadow, and the Lovers here. Perhaps this has to do with how you see yourself, I don't want to say coming to the finish line of your life, but like, yeah, it feels like tying up your life. Like, who am I going to spend this with? What is it going to look like to me? What relationships am I going to carry with me for the long term here, right? That's what it feels like with this Lovers connection here. Again, divine soul, divine connection, soul bond connection here, higher connection to self. Perhaps you're evaluating where you stand and where, in contrast with where you want to stand, and what matters to get you to your end goal, right? Your like your legacy, your success, what you're leaving behind, everything that you've amassed, that you can sit, and if there was like a picture of you with everything that you have amassed for yourself, that's what I'm seeing here. Very literal King of Pentacles, okay? This feels not like you. Chariot here, so Cancer energy, that Knight of Wands, perhaps the King of Cups, perhaps this is somebody who does have that cup energy, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they're really determined to kind of stay with you here. But I don't know if you feel determined to continue engaging. Show me a little bit more clarification for Capricorn for this situation for this week. Show me a little bit more clarification, please, for Capricorn for this situation. Okay. So here you are, right? And this is clear. This is you. You're pondering. You're not sure. So you're kind of setting up your it feels like there's a barrier between you and this energy on this side, right? Because you're not sure where you stand in relation to it. So you're not going to make any moves until you're sure, right? That's very much the vibe that I'm getting here. This, however, and again, we're showing up now in the Pentacle energy, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and that 8 of Cups is showing up again. All right. So whatever this energy is, it feels like with that 8 of Cups that's now shown up twice, I'm getting the sense that you want to walk away. You don't want to have this energy anymore. You're just not sure how to do that. You're not sure how to finesse that ending here. But that ending feels clear. Even if it doesn't appear clear to you, Capricorn, if that makes sense. It feels perhaps energetically or in some different kind of way, you get this kind of inkling, perhaps like a scratch at your head or something doesn't quite feel right, but you're still assessing it. It feels like it will become clear, right? Almost how this idea of this is confusing me on the board. I feel like I'm sensing your confusion regarding this. Whatever this Knight of Wands energy is, and like I said, it feels like a person, it feels foreign to you, but it could be some sort of energy that you've been holding on to. It could be a thing, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but it is something that is coming your way that you feel, and you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. In this instance, I would say trust your gut, trust yourself, right? You're deploying these different guards for a reason. What is that reason? Something doesn't feel right here. Okay? And it feels like, how do we finesse that ending? It feels like where we're coming to. The wisdom will come, the perspective will come, and then the energy will take care of itself. The ending will happen, right? It feels like you're trying to figure out how to navigate that. And that's what I see for you for this week ahead. Whatever your King of Pentacles is, it's this idea, you're thinking long term. That's what I'm feeling here. You're thinking long term and assessing this from that perspective of, okay, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 10 years from now, is this going to matter? Is this going to make a difference? Is this going to elevate, right? I see the potential here, but will it work? Right? Will it fit into what I see for myself at the end of the line? Okay. Any final thoughts here for Capricorn? Any final thoughts for Capricorn, please? Any final thoughts for Capricorn? Any final thoughts? Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Page of Swords here. Gaining new information. Not quite sure, but that sword is changing hands, right? He can change his perspective. He can change how he holds his sword. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're trying to figure that out here. Judgment, awakening, right? Awakening to this. Ace of Cups, awakening perhaps to this new feeling. Awakening to what this Knight of Wands energy stirs within you, good or bad, right? Six of Swords here. Awakening to this energy, perhaps moving around it, right? Saying no to this ace. Again, that element of moving away from this is showing up, okay? Hierophant here. Taurus energy, okay? Perhaps this person, is coming in hot, super fiery here. Perhaps it's Taurus energy that we're engaging in. Or perhaps you're saying, nope, I have to stick to my plan. I have to stick to my plan to get to what I want. Staying focused. Okay. So that's really what I'm seeing for you here, Capricorn. It feels confusing, and that's because it is. I won't lie to you. But it feels like eventually there is some clarity here that you gain. You're operating at a higher level here, at a higher frequency, and it feels like you're thinking of things, the important stuff, right? Long term. What are we thinking for Capricorn that makes sense 10 years from now, 20 years down the line, okay? And that's your perspective at this moment in time. So good on you for planning ahead. And making any necessary changes that you need to, okay? Thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate you stopping by and gaining some clarity, just as I hope that you appreciate this reading. If you feel so inclined, please do hit the like and subscribe. It is free and would help me a bunch, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you once again, and I wish you all the best today and going into next week and all the time. You take care, okay? Thank you.